This time on East Aaron Garage, we're going to fix the windshield washer motor. I got one online here. The other one wasn't working and was seized into place. It's actually built into the reservoir, and they must have water in it at one point. I think it froze and cracked. That's why they never fixed it. So they put an auxiliary pump. This one here, they just had tie wrapped over here. And it also looks like it was old and it failed as well. So I got the factory one, but I had to get the factory harness. So I'm just going to push that back in. I already checked the wires to make sure I got 12 volts using the windshield washer switch. And they have, but the washer motor, it's keyed, of course, but both wires are black. So I'm just going to put that in and just make sure it's going in the right direction. It's gonna be hard to get a good angle on this. There's not much room, but I'll just push this in. There's just a rubber gasket on this, so just making sure it's hit all the way in. So that's it, it's just a push and fit. I literally had to cut the other ones out. So I'm just going to hook up the wires here and see if I got it going the right way. If I do, then I'll connect them properly. Going to hook up the wires here and do a test run. See if it's going the right way where these wires aren't marked, as I said before. I know what my positive and negative is coming in, but I don't know. These are just black, so get some fluid in it, hit the button, see if it comes out. Yeah, there was a couple of cracks inside and out on this thing, so I repaired all the surface cracks and I put extra on it. It was just plastic JV weld, plastic gas tank repair kit, not just the putty that you mix together by hand. But it's ready to go in 3 hours, but I put it on yesterday morning, so. Alright, let's see if we get some action. There we go. We got her. Done. Alright, now I'll just mark the wires and I'll do up the joist with some heat shrink and stuff, and that's one repair complete. So I went to film the windshield washer squirter working, and now my key, ignition key, does not work at all. It's stuck, won't go forward, nothing. It was a little finicky once before, but now it doesn't do anything. So I think I'm gonna have to take the steering wheel off to try and get that. There's no spare key for this truck, and the tumblers feel real, like I say there, just let the steering wheel go, but it's not letting me turn the truck on. So I broke the big nut off the steering wheel, and I'm just gonna put a steering wheel puller on it and see if I can get at that ignition. Alright, so with this steering wheel puller, I got that taken off. So I'll just loosen all this stuff up and I'll pull the wheel off, and we'll check out the inside. So after a lot of drilling, I had to drill the lock out. You have to turn it forward in order to push the pin to pull the ignition out. So anyway, I was able to drill it out until the point where I could pull it out. So you have to turn it to the run position, and then you can pull the ignition right out. Now it's making a liar out of me. There you go. So anyway, now I can take this out, put it in, and I'm going to be able to start it for now until I order a new key lock for this thing. So it'll be a whole lot easier to change. Anyway, I'll put it all back together and finally show you how the windshield washers work. Alright, got the steering wheel back on. I marked it so that it would be clocked in the right position. So let's see if my new key works. On. There. So that'll be my key until the new ignition comes in. So let's, after all this, let's try the windshield washer. There we go. Works good. One ignition later. So I took the yellow cab lights off and I replaced them with some smoked out amber lens ones that are lower profile. Get one of the old ones for comparison. So you can see those are much lower and they stick out less. When I took them apart, I noticed there's factory holes in the roof of this, and they had 4 connectors, so those lights were a factory feature. Let me just stick this one here and you can see the height difference. I'm not a fan of these lights, but I don't want to fill the holes in the truck. So the low profile darker ones match the blacked out grill that's already on this thing and the tonneau cover in the back. So I'm definitely happier with that turnout. Check it out the lights. Got a few more little things done here today. I took out the set of air horns that was here, that was off the steering wheel control. I left the big one still on here. So I didn't like the little squeak sound. Let's try her now. There, it sounds more like a normal horn. And they had some little driving lights off a switch that were in here. These slots here, and half the LEDs were burnt out of them, so I just got rid of them and heat shrank the wires up, and if I ever decide to put fog lights or extra lights, I can just reuse those. So they're gone. Cleaner is better. So my next step, I'm going to take some of the stickers off. I don't not a fan of stickers of any kind, but I did put in some D-ring tie downs. I got 4 of them. Put in one in each corner, and I put in a wheel chock for hauling motorcycles because I do haul bikes around quite a bit, so I bolted that right through. So now I can haul bikes a little more securely with those on. And the next step I got to do, the license plate light was broken. It was an LED strip, so I'm going to track down an actual nice looking hooded type and bolt that on there, and that's going to be it probably for today. Went to take the BSA to a club breakfast this morning. I have breakfast every Sunday, the Binge Bike Club, and there's my bike started making some noise on the way to breakfast before something's dragging inside that drum. So I'm gonna take it apart and see if we can see what's going on. So first thing I'm gonna do is just gonna let the brake cable go. I don't know, it may have picked up a rock. It seemed like they were doing construction in the neighborhood, and there's some gravel where they dug up the water lines and stuff. And it seemed like when I drove through one of those, these new tires, they grabbed some rocks and they were flinging them all over the place. And I do have a vented disc here, so I'm thinking maybe something may have got inside. I'm just going to loosen the bolts and pull this wheel off, and we'll do a little inspection. There wasn't a whole lot to show here. I just took the front wheel off and I heard something fall. And I think it was a piece of gravel must have went in between the disc and the wheel. So I just put it back on, did a bunch of spins, and it's back to the way it was before. So that's a quick fix. Me and my friend Bruce from Goldie's Garage and another friend of ours, Mike, we're going for a little drive down to Chester and check out a good little restaurant down there. I may take some video or not. It's just kind of a hangout. Anyway, that's the BSA fix for now. Alright, the new ignition came today. Let's see if we can get this to work. You're supposed to turn it ahead till it's almost in the start position. There's the old ignition. So here's the new one. I think you're just supposed to slide it in like this. It's right about there. Alright, key out, key in, there we go, ignition replaced. Key stays in, key stays out. There we go. Perfect. There we go, another thing fixed on the old girl. So there's a couple of things in this truck that I'm going to take off. One is this brake light here that's under the tailgate. I don't like the modern stuff on there. It's kind of a first generation thing, and it had also a tail light, or a license plate light, that was the same strip, so I replaced it with a matching chrome one. And I'm going to get rid of that Ford as well. I'm not into stickers and extra things, so there's a sticker on the window here I'm gonna get rid of. I've already gotten rid of the driving lights that were in the grill. Got the cab lights changed. I'm gonna get the stickers off the windows. And I think that's going to be it for my changes for now. So I'll show you what it looks like once I get this back. I got rid of all the stickers and extra things I didn't like, but I found this under the hood. It said engine rebuilt. Looks like 2nd of October 2016 at 48,563 kilometers. So there's about 40,000 kilometers since the rebuild. So I think that's going to be it for for all the removals. Like I said, the stickers I got the stickers off. I'll just get some. I used a heat gun, got them all off the windows, and I got those lights off the back of the truck, and the Ford that was stuck on the back of the trailer hitch. So that's going to do it for today. Final note, if you buy one of the Amazon ignition switches, I did have a bit of trouble getting it to fit in the slot there. So what it was, on the very end of the mechanism, this is the old one, this piece here, it's a little wider and a little higher all the way around, so it wasn't fitting into this rectangle slot at the bottom. So I took a Dremel to the new one and I just shaved it down all around until it slipped into place. So if you get one of these and it won't go in, these should slide in pretty easy if there's any resistance at all. It's just that this piece here, it's just probably cast from a mold. So anyway, it's not quite exact, so you can just file it down and it's good to go. So that's it for the truck for this time.